Based on the ancient Chinese mythological creatures and one of the four malevolent beings found in the Zuo Zhuan, a collection of ancient Chinese fables, the Tao Tei are a hive-minded alien race featured in the Great Wall. Coinciding with the rule of a despotic emperor, a meteor crash landed on the Guawu mountain and released hordes of the aliens, making people believe that they were sent from the gods to punish the emperor for his abuse of authority and unchecked greed. With their raging attacks intensifying every 60 years, the Great Wall manned by the Nameless Order was erected to safeguard the lands. The Tao Tei are essentially green-skinned carnivorous quadrupedal hunters with incredible speed, endurance, durability, and membranous head frills that allow them to communicate with each other. And while the soldiers resembled canids, the queen and her guards looked more like ceratopsian dinosaurs. The beasts are split into three castes: soldiers, queen's guards, and the queen, all of whom possess elaborate motifs on the crests of their skulls and leathery hides with an iridescent quality. The soldiers make up the bulk of the force and number in the millions. They're about the size of a lion and somewhat hyena-like in appearance, with long, slender limbs, eyes located on either shoulder, a short tail, opposable thumbs, and four-fingered forepaws with sharp claws to help them move with speed. Thanks to their multiple rows of sharp teeth and mandibles that can spread apart laterally, increasing the width of their mouth like a snake, they have a menacing bite. Sporting a bristly black mane running down their back, and a gill-like opening on their nape used to stridulate like crickets, the aggressive troops have no regard for their own life and will charge headfirst into death if that's what they've been ordered to do. Despite their individual strength and speed when compared to the average person, the creatures rely on swarm tactics to overwhelm their enemies. Fewer in number, about 20 or 30 overall, and rather ape-like in appearance, the queen's guards are about the size of an elephant, have eyes located on their flat-faced heads and retractable frills on their shoulders. Always seen forming a protective ring around the queen, the bulky brutes have one role: to protect her at all costs, and in the event of bombardment, they're even able to unfold their heavily armored frills to act as shields. Resembling the protoceratops of old and roughly twice as big as the Tao Tei soldiers, but smaller than her royal guards, the queen is the most vital part of the colony, serving both as the reproductive source of the species and collective supercomputer/leader of the hive. With a short elongated body, overlapping plates on her back for protection, a long whip-like tail, and lips that curve upwards, giving her a permanent snarling expression, the queen is a cunning and unrelenting foe. Using the two-pronged sail on her head that works as an antenna, she can telepathically communicate strategies and direct orders to her troops, an absolute necessity given the fact that she's the only one with independent thought and problem-solving abilities. Although the creatures are extremely durable, able to shrug off a hail of arrows, jabs from lances, and even being set on fire, a direct hit in the eye kills them instantly. While this is the easiest way to take them out, making them swallow explosives or slicing them into pieces also seems to work just fine. During the Song Dynasty, the Tao Tei essentially attempted another invasion. Emerging in a massive swarm from the mountain, they piled themselves onto the wall by the millions as the order used archers, flaming catapults, and spearwomen to keep them at bay. Pissed off by the order's flagrancy, the queen responded by commanding her troops to form a ladder so that they could climb up the wall. But after realizing they were losing a war of attrition, she commanded her troops to gather their dead and retreat. Following this, the Order made two significant discoveries. The first being that the entire army was useless without constant telepathic feedback from the Queen. The second was that magnetized rocks could be used to sever this connection and immobilize them. Unfortunately, despite this revelation, they underestimated the Queen, who had been using the siege as a diversion, while the rest of her troops overwhelmed other parts of the wall. With the aliens making their nest in the middle of the capital, the remaining soldiers used magnets to pacify her guards and explosives to ultimately blow the Queen to pieces. In the end, their downfall was their lack of individuality and their over-reliance on a single ruler dictating their every thought and action. Well, that's all for today, folks. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit like and subscribe to stay up to date on all my content. And yeah, if you have any other suggestions, feel free to leave them in the comments below. As always, it's been a pleasure. Niyat here with Film Comics Explained. Thanks for stopping by.